All right, to all of you folks watching us on YouTube and Facebook Live and uh, Twitter, here we are. We're a little bit late. The button didn't get fully depressed, although I am fully depressed now. I'm Ed. I'm with John and Bill. We're doing the show. We've been doing it on the radio. We didn't know we were just doing it on the radio, but here we are. We're going to recap. We did the market watch, which included the girls. I comment about the girls. Both Tesla and Trump both lost money this week. Tesla lost 15% of their value this week. And commenting on the Musk-Trump fight is what has now become my favorite piece of video. Nobody saw it, so I have to play it again so you folks can see it.
Quick reaction on what's going on with Elon Musk and President Trump on Twitter right now.
Oh man, the girls are fighting, aren't they?
If she is not the most adorable thing you've ever seen. That's my representative, AOC.
You just wanted an excuse to play that again.
Right. So I made sure you didn't press the button to send us live. Anyway, we're here. If you'd like to join us, 754-800-CHAT, 754-800-2428. Phone lines are open. If you're at a payphone, feel free to call collect. If you're watching us, if you're on Facebook or the YouTube, you can comment directly. We will answer them on Twitter. We can't do that directly, so join us on YouTube, like and subscribe, all that. Twitter is John's account, and maybe he can answer you. But anyway, here we are. We're basically all caught up. We just went through a bunch of videos about ICE protest across the nation. And I don't know, can you hear the motorcycle outside?
No.
That's my idiot neighbor revving her motorcycle because why? For the same reason a dog licks its balls.
They can.
That's right. And there is no other reason. So I think we got everybody caught up. Bill has barely said 2 syllables since we came on. He's just sitting there like a big old lump of coal. He can't wait. He's waiting for his vacation. He's going on a boat in a couple of weeks. It's about a month.
No. Going on a ship, you giant flapping tongue.
Like I said, he's going on a cruise. It's the Love Boat. He's going on a boat.
I dare you to hold your tongue and say that what you're doing.
I will not. I will not. And you can't make me. Yeah, when is that you're gone, Bill? It'll be hard to tell the difference, but Bill will be off the air for 2 weeks.
On the drunk boat?
On the drunk boat.
On my drunket trunket?
On the booze cruise.
But there you go, the 13th through the 20th.
13th
next
through the
month.
20th. So there will be 2 weeks that we will be without Bill Fancher. Although based on today, you won't hardly be able to. We'll plant up a still picture of him. You won't know the difference. You won't know the difference.
Just like during COVID.
Somehow, John and I will figure out a way to do this show, just the two of us, like we did for so many years before young Mr. Fancher joined the club.
I've seen those videos.
Yeah.
And that was some good, exciting stuff, too. I don't care who you are.
Boys, got anything you want to talk about? Or is it 2 hours of me?
I'm just waiting for my tacos.
Okay.
Hold on just a second. Diane, Bill's waiting for his tacos.
So, among the things I picked up off the interweb this week, somebody made this comment. We're moving on to something else now. Doesn't it seem strange that Trump never talks about the guy who tried to kill him? He bitches 24/7 about everyone and everything that upsets him, but not a single mention about his so-called assassin, the young man in Butler. We've talked about this before, but I want you to take a listen and a watch this little piece of video. this gentleman, he's kind of dry, but he puts it together so succinctly, and it just tells you who we're dealing with if you didn't already know.
Nation, no one can make sense out of. Why? Because a 20-something-year-old amateur was stopped with a rangefinder by security, walked around for about an hour, went on top of a building that had the clearest shot at the podium where he knew Donald Trump was going to be speaking. There were local law enforcement officers in the building. One of them actually climbed up on the top and saw him with the gun. People in the crowd remarked up to 6 or 7 minutes prior that he had a gun. People in the Secret Service were notified within about 2 or 3 minutes that there was somebody, and yet they allowed him to go out to the podium. There was no drone usage. There were insufficient people on the part of the Secret Service. There was no coordination or even communication that was rapid between local law enforcement and the Secret Service. Many of the people who were responsible for security at that Butler event have been put on suspension. The head of the Secret Service has resigned in disgrace. The interim successor is under enormous pressure.
I mean, that's been pretty much there since all this happened, but how is it? I mean, from the beginning, I think anybody with half a brain said, wait a second, you're out in the middle of a field, there ain't but 3 buildings around there. How is it you don't have somebody on that roof? Why isn't there a local cop just stationed at the ladder? The ladder.
Maybe one of them was smart enough to not give a damn if you got shot or not, you know?
Well, there's that, but
some people do have a conscience, don't you know?
Yeah, but the idea of this guy walking around with a long gun while the a candidate for presidential candidate is about to give a speech, you know as well as I do. Is it theoretically possible? Sure, I might sprout wings and fly. Is it likely this occurred? No. So, and you never hear about this.
I don't think that was real blood on his ear either.
Oh, there's no question that wasn't real blood. There's absolutely
it was taco sauce.
It was. There you go.
It was taco sauce.
Bill has come to the rescue. Bill wakes up at 10:24, 24 minutes into the show, and here he is, ladies and gentlemen. This is why he was the second alternative in the Chilton County Peach Festival.
That's our big beautiful Bill.
That's our big beautiful Bill. That's
big beautiful bodacious Bill.
Beach body.
Get it right.
Bleach blonde. What did she say?
Bleach blonde. Big, beautiful, bodacious Bill.
Bleach blonde Bill.
Bleach blonde. That's what you hear. Okay. You hear what you want to hear.
I do hear what I want to hear.
He's never going to say bodacious unless he's referring to...
I'll say bodacious, but I'm still trying to remember the whole phrase that Jasmine Crockett used against the Barney Rubble body double that day.
Bleach blonde, bad body.
Something like that. We'll figure it out. We will get to it. But okay, where was I? I was
That's a very good question.
Well, that's a very good question about the very good question. Bleach blonde. Okay, don't worry, boys. Bleach blonde, butch body, big beautiful Bill. There we go.
Bodacious.
Bodacious. Excuse me. Pardon me. You'll excuse me for not being right on top.
Say it right.
You're entirely correct, sir. You're 100% correct. I got to see if I can liven these guys up. Let me see if this will light a fuse under Bill.
Cruz, go fuck yourself.
That usually gets him up and going. Bill has a minor delay here.
He needs a
hears-
chunk. He needs a chunk monkey.
Yeah.
It's a little early for Trunk Monkey.
No, it's not. It's never too early for trunk monkey. Trunk monkey, trunk monkey, trunk monkey, trunk
Well,
monkey.
you got through last week. You got through last week without a Trunk Monkey.
That was
You
on
didn't even realize.
methadone.
You're on methadone.
You wouldn't want to do this early now, would you?
Do it early and do it often, just like Chicago. Bang bang.
Like voting in Chicago, early and often. How many times did you go through the cemetery?
That is fabulous. How
Ma'am?
about if we don't give us a ticket today and just a warning?
License and registration.
Okay.
This your monkey?
The Trunk Monkey, a revolutionary idea.
There you go, Bill. There you go. Maybe we'll get some. Maybe
He
he'll
feels
talk
better now.
Yeah, I'm sure. We got that done early. It's out of the way. I don't know what I got to do to get these guys up and going here today, but if it seemed I don't seem to be able to get anything to fire them up today. Oh, I know what'll get you. It's you know what was on this week? Hockey, baby. Let's talk hockey. Florida Panthers playing the Edmonton
Oh,
Oilers.
come on,
Oilers.
hockey puck.
Second year in a row in the Stanley Cup Finals. It was brutal the first game. Panthers were down. They made a miraculous comeback. They go into overtime, and in overtime in the postseason, they play a full period. There was like 10, 15 seconds left in the overtime period. Bang, Edmonton scores. Panthers lose the game. The other night, Panthers are ahead. They're winning. Mere seconds to go in the third period. Florida's up by a goal. Bang! Seconds to go. Oilers score again. Although in this case, in the second OT, Panthers scored. They come home. They play tonight in beautiful Sunrise, Florida. Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Finals. It'll be rat-tastic. I'm sorry, Bill. We see. Here's where we are, kids and kittens. Bill doesn't want to talk today, but he also doesn't want to hear anything I've got to say. All right, go ahead. Take it away.
You were talking.
Take it away. It's all yours.
You were talking.
Yeah, you want to talk about
you were
boats?
talking?
I was talking.
No.
You want to talk about
No.
boats? No.
How about WNBA?
W what?
WNBA.
Sure. Talk about the WNBA. I don't know that much about it, but I know Caitlin Clark is getting her head. You know what's interesting? I heard this yesterday. I don't know if it's true. Caitlin Clark dating guess who? Barron Trump.
I don't think
She's gay. Caitlin Clark is gay. Get a job.
She is not gay.
So's he. So what?
She is too. Yeah, so is he.
I don't know. I don't know what their sexuality is. I'm not confirming it. I just read about this yesterday. It's just a conspiracy theory somebody
Isn't
has.
everybody that plays in the WNBA gay?
I
thought that was a prerequisite, wasn't it?
You're thinking women's tennis.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll give you that one.
No, don't mess it up. It's don't confuse the two. Now look at that. We're 30 minutes in, and I feel like it's been a year.
Hasn't?
Or beach volleyball, for that matter.
Oh, don't
beach volleyball.
I thought it was fantastic in the London Olympics. They played beach volleyball in front of what was it, Buckingham Palace? I think it was. That's where they in Paris they did it at the base of the Eiffel Tower. So I mean,
somebody got an Eiffel.
Ooh, Oh, look at
That,
John.
man, that was like a twat waffle. It just came out of nowhere.
I saw that word the other day. I was thinking about it. My
Oh,
goodness.
did you?
Yeah. We no longer have our drum here. It's we had to make some cuts. Good for you, John.
Those happen.
Bill, we can't hear you. You need to
Yeah.
pull up to the you need to pull up to the microphone. Now speak into it too close just for effect. Go ahead, because that's what you want to do. Go ahead. I think we're going to do a much shorter version of the show today, kids and kittens.
It could happen.
Oh no,
It
it's
could-
I
it
think it's
could
definitely going to happen. And that's fine. The boys don't have a lot to say today, and apparently there's nothing I can say that's going to get them excited.
And that's for damn sure.
So
I'm getting short. I'm wanting to go on vacation. I'm getting short.
I know. So I think we're gonna cut this down to an hour today, and we're gonna roll out of here at 11 o'clock. But I got a few more things I'd like to a few pieces of business before we get out of here. Our break today, I was very much looking forward to showing this. So we're going to show it now. This will be our break. And we'll be back right on the other side of this. Just pretend it's 11 o'clock Eastern. And we'll be right back. You're about to see a band. Stay tuned for this. They are fantastic. It's a bunch of kids. You're not going to believe this. You're really not going to believe how good they are. So, you know what I'm going to do? Well,
what you going to do?
I am not going to play. I'm going to play.
When they come for you, bad boys, bad boys.
Bad boys, what you going to do? What you going to do when they come for you? Now he's got me doing it. That's the one I want. That's the one I want. All right. So let's just enjoy this, kids and kittens, and just pay attention. Just add it. You'll love it.
When I was young, it seemed that life was so wonderful, a miracle. Oh, it was beautiful, magical, and all the birds in the trees will let me sing it so happily, or joyfully, or playfully, watching me. But then they sent me away to teach me how to be sensible, logical, oh, responsible, practical. And then they showed me a world where I could be so dependable, oh, clinical, oh, intellectual, cynical. There are times when all the world's asleep, with the questions run too deep, of a such a simple mind. Won't you please, please tell me what we've learned? I know it sounds absurd. Please tell me who I am. I say now watch what you say. They'll be calling you a radical.
Wow,
And
not too
that's
bad.
Greystones, ladies and gentlemen. Grayson, Max, and Hope. That's the lead singer, the drummer, and the bass player. They're an up-and-coming band hailing from San Francisco Bay Area. They're siblings, known for their dynamic live performances and soulful covers of classic hits. I stumbled across them a couple of weeks ago, and I have listened to their version, that song, probably a dozen times. I mean, they just nail it. It sounds
I love her
fantastic.
voice.
Her voice is fantastic.
Yeah,
And,
absolutely.
and if you watch her
Mhm.
facial expressions too, she's got that very much, oh, I don't really care kind of, very laissez-faire. And it's great. And they were great. And I want to make sure I got them in this week because I just enjoyed it. I just enjoyed it. The break isn't always going to be something funny and all that. It usually is, but Ken Coons, my God, that's what it took to get Ken Coons. Hello, Ken. How are you, my
It
friend?
was a tremor in the force.
Yes, Ken. A little super tramp goes a long way, especially done by talented kids like that. It's you can find them on YouTube. The Greystones, Graystones. No, not the Flintstones. Uh, they're so good. Even
Barney
conservative.
Rubble, what an actor.
What an actor! He's my guy. Oh boy, that got everybody up and going. So since we're clearing things out here, uh, making way for, I don't know what we're making way for, but it's going to be one of those. It's one of those days today. So I also want to get this. I think, Bill, with your upcoming adventures on a boat,
Ship,
boat.
ship.
Oh, you know what I'm going to do since we're being that way. Because you guys are just being like that today.
Being like what?
Being like this.
Oh,
It's
no.
birthday time.
Well, you know what? He hasn't really had anything to talk about. Ever since AOC was on, he's been in a...
And it's time for On This Date, where we celebrate, commemorate, and detonate major events and birthdays that happen on this date.
Detonate?
And detonate. And today happens to be June 8th. What's gone on today? Let's see.
Oh, shit.
June 8, 1912. Universal Pictures is incorporated. Oh, that's the one.
God damn. Good for them.
Bloom again. Such a strange flower.
I'm going to play that again.
The calla lilies are in bloom again. Such a strange flower.
1937, the world's largest flower blooms in the New York Botanical Garden, a 12-foot calla lily. You get it? You get it now?
Eat me.
Stage door. That was Catherine Hepburn. Stage door. Where am I? Oh, jeez. Oh, I hate it when this happens.
Us too.
This is basically all your fault, Bill. You messed me up. You messed me up.
I planned it.
And you did good. You did good.
Yeah.
I hope you're proud of yourself.
You're always You're always bitching about nobody plans anything. So
Well, it's not even about planning. It's just you being, well, you.
just timing. It's just timing.
It is all about timing. All right, now we're ready to proceed. Well, we're almost ready to proceed because I have to do these things in order. If you don't do them in order,
That's why total anarchy.
To the man who wears the star for the finest products that can take care of your car at every Texaco station. Clean across the nation. You can trust your car to the man who wears the star. The big bright Texaco star.
on this day in 1948, the Texaco Star Theater premieres on NBC TV. You remember that, Bill? It was the year after you won the contest. Milton Berle was made the permanent MC in September of the same year.
It's the little old lady from Pasadena. The little old lady from Pasadena.
The little old lady
was
from
her
Pasadena.
name?
The Little Old Lady from Pasadena by Jan and Dean is released on this day in 1964.
What was the little lady's name?
She didn't have one.
On this day in 1966, the NFL and AFL announced plans to merge. One league with two divisions, the NFC and AFC, starting in 1970. And we all remember that now, don't we? Moving on, daytime. Born on this day in 1921, Leroy Neiman. You remember Leroy Neiman? Where was he born?
Jamaica.
Minneapolis.
I didn't know that, really.
Born on this day in 1925, former First Lady Barbara Bush. Also born on this day in 1925, Eddie Goodell. Bueller? Come on, Bill.
Oh,
Who
no.
is he? Who is he?
Eddie Goodell was that little short bastard that came in for the play for I can't remember who it was, the Browns, I think, or was it Cleveland? Whoever came in, pinch hit, got a walk, and then left and went away.
It was the St. Louis Browns.
And Bert Blyleven said there's no way he was going to walk that little bastard. He'd have plunked him as soon as he got to the plate.
That was Bill Veck who pulled that stunt.
Yes.
If I remember, I think he wore the number 1/2 or 1/4 or something like
1/8. 1/8.
It was 1/8. Okay. I wasn't sure about that. Born on this day in 1927, the always hilarious Jerry Stiller. Born on June 8th, 1933. Sadly, we lost her. It's 11 years since we've lost her. Joan Rivers.
It's been that long. Yikes.
Yeah, there's a special on Peacock now celebrating her, and they do a lot of her old jokes. Because she kept a card file, she had thousands and thousands of jokes, and it's funny. Born on this day, actually turning 85 years old today, and certainly a member of the Forever 21 Club, and so are her boots, Nancy Sinatra.
So are what?
Her boots.
Her boots.
These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are
gonna kick your ass into.
Turning 81 years old today. Boz Scaggs.
Boz.
Leo left the boat that day, left the shack.
Turning 67 years old, one of the funniest men on the planet, Keenan Ivory Wayans. Member of the 21 Club for sure, but turning 59 today, Juliana Margulies. You might know her from The Good Wife or ER. She was turning 55 and without question, one of the greatest representatives this country has ever seen. Gabby Giffords. She was the young lady that got shot.
Yes, I understand that.
And
yes.
And finally, for all you people in the batshit crazy ward, turning 48 today is Kanye West.
Oh, Jesus.
Happy
That shit's crazy
happy
water.
birthday to you.
He says as he turns his head the other way.
Who?
Who? You think you're a
Who?
freaking owl?
I like to believe I am. We're just
don't pollute.
We're just wrapping stuff up today, since we don't seem to have a lot to talk about today. So, what I think everybody needs right now before we go away, how about a little story?
The taco
Would you like a story?
and a taco and a taco.
And a taco. We'll see about getting you a taco. Let's have a story.
Gather round all. It is once again time for you to settle in and allow your mind to wander as we regale you with a classic, grown-up fairy tale.
If You Give a Bunny a Beer by Sam Miserandino. There's a sad little bunny in her window. She thought he looked sad because he wanted her a cupcake or pancake or something, so she offered cookies. He said, fuck that. I'm ad-libbing, by the way. And she's like, oh, you want some pancakes? He's like, fuck you and pancakes. She's like, well, fuck you, I'm having a beer. And he's like, ooh, a beer. If you give a bunny a beer, he'll want another. And another. And another. And then he'll be sad because it's not fun drinking alone. Facts. So, he'll find some drinking buddies. And they will be his new best friends, who understand him better than anyone ever has before. Oh my God, I love you guys. I love you so much. When the beer runs low, he'll offer to make a beer run. Whee! Like the little hop. He'll tell you he's okay to drive. But he's not. When he sees the doll's broken arm, it will remind him of his broken heart. And he'll start to sob and sob and sob. Then he'll tell you about the most beautiful bunny in the world and the only bunny he ever loved and how he lost her. Oh my God.
A snake?
He'll sob and sob until through tears and beer goggles he sees her, a vision of beauty that makes him forget whatever it was he was crying about. He'll woo her with poetry and wit. Bud, I think your beer goggles are on. He'll ask her to dance. He'll think he's moving like Michael Jackson. But he's not. When he bumps into someone, beer brain will make him indignant. Motherfucker, what are you fucking bumping into me? You know who I am? And beer muscles will make him fearless. When it's over, he'll regret that he lost his temper, and regrets are like beer. One leads to another, and another, and another. He'll tell you what could have been, what should have been, if only he had another beer. Another beer will make everything clear. He'll tell you what's wrong with the world. He'll tell you what's what. You listen to me. I've been around. I know what's going on. And he'll tell you and tell you until you tell him it's time to go to bed. Oh, she is sick as shit. She's done. Oh my God. This reminds me of like drunk sitting my mother. Love you, Mom. When he's finally in bed, the bed will start spinning. He'll try to make it stop, but he can't. He'll try to make it to the bathroom, but he won't. Oh, the chunks are blowing. When he wakes up the next morning, apparently in the hamster's cage, he'll swear he absolutely, positively will never, ever drink another beer in his life. But he will. The end.
You gotta get me through this one. I swear I'll never drink again. Not until the next time.
I'll become a priest. Whatever. Just make it stop.
I think we've all taken that ride on the bed. Your life.
Not
I was there. No, not you.
Not I.
There was a girl
No,
I was dating,
no,
and we got
I thought that was Johnny's story there for a minute.
it was a girl I was dating. Her parents were out of town, so we went back to her place. We've been staying there. We got in the bed, and it was a king size bed, and she had never had the spins before. We were about 20, and she was crying, and make it stop, make it. And nothing I could do. I was laughing.
Oops.
I was out of my mind, loving it.
She should have yacked in your lap.
Well,
Until everything spewed forth.
She held on for dear life.
Till she
It
yacked up a lung.
was funny to watch. Oh, I paid for it the next day, but it was funny to watch at the time. There's no question about it. And so I think I've emptied the bin of everything. I think we're I don't think there's anything left for me to show here. John put some stuff up. Goodness only knows what's there. You got anything good, John?
I don't even remember what I put up.
I know Linda's up there twice.
Oh, well, let me see.
Who?
Wall's commitments. That was 2 weeks ago. Come on, we're trying to squeeze through the next 5 minutes here. We are chugging and wheezing up the hill.
I don't know what the Sam Hill is wrong today, but there just ain't a damn thing to talk about.
Well, that's on your end.
I guess them days happen.
Here you go.
They do indeed. What do you got?
Here's my favorite governor, Tim Walz.
You've seen this. We saw this 2 weeks ago.
Was he speaking at a commencement?
Yes, you just didn't take it out of the queue.
All right, well, let's see what Linda wants.
Yeah.
Hello, Iowa Senator Joni Ernst. I'm Linda, and I think we should talk about death. At a recent town hall, someone said that big, beautiful bill would cause people to die. You replied, everyone dies. And then you doubled down and made a non-apology video talking about how stupid you think the people who voted for you really are. I read a story once where a new Chinese dynasty was rising, and the emperor asked a poet for a blessing over the new dynasty. The poet said, grandfather dies, father dies, son dies. The emperor was furious and sentenced him to death. As he was walking to the gallows, the man said, could you ask for a better blessing? Every single person at your town hall knows everyone dies. They also know the natural order of things. Grandfather dies, father dies, son dies. Have you buried a child? Because I have. It is the most excruciating pain a parent will ever experience. But I guess, according to you, it was really no big deal because my son was gonna die at some point anyway, right? My son's death was not preventable. But if this passes, many Americans will die needlessly from preventable causes. Over 240,000 Iowa children are enrolled in Iowa Medicaid. How many of them will have no medical insurance after the cuts take place? If those children don't lose Medicaid directly, Iowa healthcare officials warn the Medicaid cuts could lead to longer wait times in emergency rooms, longer drives to see healthcare professionals, and fewer options for mental health care. 40% of births in Iowa are covered by Medicaid. And rural hospitals who rely on Medicaid funds may have to cut services. How many will die because of that?
She's got valid points there. And Joni Ernst was an idiot, is an idiot, will be an idiot to the day she dies, which we can only hope, which we only hope comes sooner than later. But let's face it, a lot of people are going to die sooner than they should, than they would have otherwise. Yes, we're all going to die.
Most likely.
We're it seems almost a given that we're all going to die. Some of us have tried, some of us have died, and it just doesn't stick for us. We're no good at it. But for the rest of you, you will get your shot at of
Oh,
leaving
I'm
this.
glad you failed.
Well, I'm just no good at it. I was dead, and then I was undead. Don't blame me. Blame the doctors. They went 9 times.
I
with
want to know who the sumbitch was who brought you back.
They had 2 weeks to unplug me, and nobody came by and oops tripped and 2 weeks
No, at any time. All those opportunities wasted.
wasted. You're not the first one to come to this conclusion. No. I'm invincible. I think that's
Damn
what it boils down to. So anyway, we yeah, I mean, and yet somehow these idiots will reelect her when the time comes.
Of course they will, because they're dumber than homemade shit.
And we're gonna let that one slide today. Why? Because we don't care
Thank you.
today. We're sliding
Today's
to home.
I don't care.
Today is I don't care. We are.
And here is
Don't play
the-
anything, John. We don't have time. No time.
Uh-oh.
Well,
No.
fine then.
You
Kiss
had
my
your
ass.
chance. You had your chance a while
Kiss
ago.
my ass.
Look at that.
Oh, you key my.
All right, kids and kittens. That's going to do it for us. We're out of here early this week.
The truncated version.
The truncated version of Trunk Monkey Theater. We will be here next week, probably at 10 a.m. Hopefully, we'll be able to do a full 2 hours. Until then, John?
Remember, friends, Jeremiah was a bullfrog.
For John and Bill, I'm Ed. See ya!
Well, turkey shit.
Radio TFI.